Hi, counselor colleagues. I'm Ethan, the College Essay Guy, and I want to say just a few words about what College Essay Guy for Schools is, because I think it's one of the coolest things that we've ever put together. Not you and me, but like our team has put together, my team. The way it works, big picture, is students attend one of the live bootcamp options, and they work through a series of sessions on brainstorming, outlining and writing, and then revising. And these are live sessions that are streamed on YouTube that they watch. And then if they can't attend live, they can watch a recording. And then what's great about it is that if you want to be relatively hands-off and just let them work through that on their own, great, because as I'm walking them through that, I'm taking them through this, what's called the Choose Your Own Adventure tool, which I'll explain more of in just a second and take you inside, and they can work through it on their own. If you'd like to be more involved and you want to approve topics, like as students are coming up with ideas, there is a way to do that, which I'll explain shortly as well. Real quick, the boot camps, Monday, students will come in and they will do basically an hour and a half brainstorming session, and students should come out of that session with 2, if not more, ideas for their personal statement. And part of their homework over the next 24 to 48 hours is to try and figure out, based on some examples I'll share, which ideas might be more likely to work than others. And then on Wednesday, students, I'll do this game called Is This a Good Topic or Not? And then I'll talk to them about how to create a great outline, because I think that's something that gets skipped over a lot in this process. So they'll create some outlines. And then on Friday, I'm going to talk to them about how do they then revise their essays once they've written a draft. Or if they're still trying to come up with ideas, I'll give them some more brainstorming exercises. And again, all of it is inside this tool, which let me show you. So inside the Choose Your Own Adventure tool, you can see it's broken down by 4 categories. First is brainstorming, which is what we cover on day 1 of the bootcamp. Part 2 of the tool, we've got outlining and writing, which is where students dive into, again, creating their great outline. And then inside the tool, you'll see specific modules that'll answer specific questions they have based on the type of essay that they're writing. And then part 3, which is what I cover on day 3 of the course, is revising. Another thing that's cool about the tool is you have, if you look over here, this counselor tab. And when you click that, you'll see there are some resources for you. So if you are a counselor who wants to just have students sign up for the bootcamp, great. And there's not a lot more you have to do. But if you want to, for example, lead your own workshop, if you click right here, it'll open up a tab that allows you to essentially create your own workshop. And here you'll find a template that you can use with your students. Now, if that sounds like too much stress, don't worry about it. You can send them to the bootcamp. Also, for those of you who have, like I said, a relatively small caseload and like to provide feedback to your students, if you click here, you'll see my guide to providing effective feedback. And like I said, in about 3 to 5 minutes, you should be able to read through a student's essay and point them to a next step that they can take. So I've tried this out for the last 1.5 years and it's worked really well. And I walk you through inside the tool how to do it. If you've got a staff or English teachers that want to use some of this material as a curriculum in their English classes, guess what? We also put that together. Now, even though the boot camps I mentioned so far were personal statement focused, we also include, as part of CEG for Schools, these crash course days where we walk students through how to write a great activities list. You know, what do you put in the additional info section? Or what goes in those supplemental essays? And I've got guides for pretty much most of the supplemental essays that students will be writing. And then if you've got students who are working on the UC, University of California schools, I'm doing mini boot camps for those as well, because I've got a whole separate tool that walks students through how to write and revise those and how those are different from the personal statement. If you've got any questions about how this works or how you could incorporate this with whatever you've got going on in your particular school, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you and connect. I want to emphasize something that's really important. This program is not meant for, it's not me saying like, oh, I know your students best. I know what topics they need to write on. That's not what this is. This is me saying, I would love to help them brainstorm ideas through some of the exercises that we put together so that they come up with a bunch of ideas, and then you can work more executively, as it were, to like help them decide which topics might work best for them, might be most effective, given your knowledge of them. So that's the way this is designed. And then to have some resources when it comes to revising, so you don't have to go in and like help them revise all kinds of things. It's like, oh, go here, and this particular thing will help you figure out the opening to your essay, for example, or how to write a great ending. All resources that are inside the tool. So I really see this as a partnership and us working together, and hopefully these tools will help. Again, hit us up if you've got questions, and yeah, looking forward to connecting with you.